So, what's up everybody? Joel here from Safe Radiate Exotics. So it is Mother's Day, and on Mother's Day we have a new mother. So that's super exciting, right? So first clutch of the year, couldn't be happier. This was bred by a Coral Glow Banana Pied 100% het clown to a clown. So everything in here is going to be 100% double het clown pied, which is amazing. That's like, you know, everybody knows that's like my favorite project ever. And Coral Glow clown pied visuals is going to be an insane thing. Cannot wait to get that going. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. Hopefully we'll get some visual clown, Coral Glow clowns that will all be 100% het pied. Yeah, so super pumped on this. So I'm gonna pull it down. We're gonna get the eggs set up. We're gonna get her off the eggs. Hopefully we don't get tagged. A little nervous, but she's a pretty good girl, so we'll see what happens here. All right, so it looks like we got one slug right off the bat, so not the biggest of deals. We'll see if we can kind of ease her off her eggs a little bit here. She's being a good mama, which is great. Come on, girl. Come on, girl. Come on, you're doing so good. Trying not to let the eggs move too much. There we go, that's pretty good. So here she is. Here's Mama. She's still pretty big. You know, obviously definitely sucked in. You know, that's kind of a good sign. All those eggs should be out of her. Just kind of check really quick. Make sure I don't feel anything. Yeah, I think she's good. So we'll get her put up, slide her into this little temporary caging, and then we'll get her all cleaned up and then set up with some new bedding and get this all taken care of. So, but yeah, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs and a little baby egg. So that one obviously isn't going to be very good, but we'll go ahead and kill the lights really quick and then check and make sure that we have some fertile eggs here. So we got some pretty great veins on this egg right here. Great veins underneath. Great veins here, great veins here, great veins here, and great veins there. So they're all looking great. Okay, so egg box setup. I run in my incubator because I don't think I'm gonna have a full incubator this year, and I'll probably make an adjustment if I do. I run a box with some sponges in it to just kind of increase the humidity in the actual incubator itself. So I'm gonna get that kind of ready now, since we have our first clutch. And I'm not going to say I was slightly unprepared, but I would have liked to have had this already done, this part, just to kind of increase that humidity in the overall incubator. But yeah, so I use Miracle-Gro, great product, really grows the plants well. But yeah, so just perlite, and then I also obviously use a fancy cage, and I dropped my teas because those will come into play here in a little bit. I don't know, sort of just a go for it thing as well. I don't know if anybody's caught on, but I'm pretty much the just wing it type a little bit, within reason. So I don't know, just put some perlite in there, and then I want the water to be kind of warm, so I'm not putting the snake or I'm not putting the eggs in there with the perlite when it's like cold perlite, and then the incubator has to heat this up too. So I like to do a little bit warm water, especially when I'm doing the eggs like this, not in advance. In the ideal world, you'd have already had this set up. It would already be in the incubator. It would already be to the right temperature. So, you know, there's that wing it paying it off. And then I just fill it up with some water, not too much, drain some of that out, and then I kind of just get the perlite all mixed in there. You know, in an ideal world, the perlite will be, when you grip it, nothing will really leak out of it. So I'm squeezing pretty hard. I'm only getting a couple drops. That's kind of right where I want it to be. That's how I do the per weight scale. I do the fill it up, put it in there, and then drain a little bit of the excess water out at the bottom, and then squeeze it and see if anything comes off of it. A little bit does. I'm pretty okay with that. I'm also a little more okay with that because I do use these little egg crates, and I keep the eggs off of really touching directly the perlite. So that's kind of the basic setup for me. It's worked pretty well for me in the past, and let's hope it works pretty well this year. So yeah, I guess moving on. Okay, so we got our egg box ready. It's ready to roll. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull these eggs out. The old advice from the sage at Balls to You says the how they lay is how they stay. So that's what we'll be doing today. Just trying to see if I can get this guy off of here so I can get the lid on. Let's see, I don't want to tear anything. There we go. Okay, so I'm trying to orient these so they're not really touching the edges. And then I'm going to take my fancy golf tees and kind of place them in there to prevent any rolling around of these eggs as a just in case. Yeah, and these, you know, obviously, I don't know if you can tell, but these tees aren't wood. I feel like wood might not be the best choice in there because I think there's a good chance it might mold or something like that. You know, I don't know the strength of the wood that's in there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Put them in the egg box and slap them in the incubator. And if I can open it. So we got the incubator with 64% humidity right now, so that's pretty good. That number is going to come up obviously because we just put our sponges in there, and then it's at 88 degrees. So that's right where I want it to be. I really like that 88 degree mark. I think that's a good swing for everything else. The other thing I want to add is I do have water bottles in there. The water bottles will retain the heat. And so, you know, throughout this season when I'm hopefully putting more eggs in there, when you open that door, the water bottles are going to hold the heat a little bit better. So you're not going to have this huge swings in temperature from opening the door and closing the door and etc. But yeah, that's kind of how we do it over here at State 488 Exotics. So I couldn't be more excited, you know, everything kind of worked out. So yeah, this is really cool. This is a really cool moment. This is our second year now here as State 488 Exotics. So super pumped that everything is seemingly coming together, right? So we have repeatable good habits that are producing. So it'll be good. This will be a good year. Couldn't be more excited for that clutch. That's going to be probably one of our cooler clutches here this year. So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. I'll get some update pics on Instagram, and yeah, we'll try to get this girl back on feed. But hope everybody else's season's going great. Just a quick little video showing this off. If you're still here and you're hanging out and you're not subscribed, maybe jump on down there and hit that subscribe button, because like I've said time and time before, it just makes me feel better. So thanks everybody again. Have a great night. See ya.